Chargers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. KJ Hamler returning it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Lindsay, the ball.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So a tough road here on 2nd and very long. Shotgun snap to Locke. That'll be caught by the rookie, KJ Hamler. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
23 yards.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 41.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Locke working out of the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Play. Locke's pass. Incomplete. Intended for Nick Van Ent. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Locke on the give. It's Lindsay. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, It almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Open man here, T.J. Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
To the 49-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. That's
going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tackled at the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Locke now to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Judy there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a handoff for Lindsey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Denver.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
At the 38.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The tackle.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Broncos 3, Chargers 0.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this for 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Charger drive about to get going. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Third-year man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos 6. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
3rd and 3.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
I know people see Philip Lindsey's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsey. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Lock. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's second down. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield on that play.
He's got daylight. And this one complete to Reed. Touchdown, L.A. Joe Reed, 77 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, block. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
I've been
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Flushed out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert on first down now. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That's the end of
so we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 20. Five-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because...
Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking there for T.J. Jones, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. He may try and run for this. He needed two. He only got one. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Taylor hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they need.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of back.